When drawing a face in proportion, you want to make sure that everything is the correct size compared to the hole. So my directions is to skip the first two lines. Then you will draw a line going across here. This is where the hairline is going to be. Make sure to label it. Go down 6 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw another line. This is where the eyebrows are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. This is where the chin is going to be. Sorry, the nose. Then go down 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where the chin is going to be. Then you draw an oval over the entire space. And notice how I'm using really light, really loose lines. I'm gesturing my oval because it's going to take a little bit to get it the correct size. Then go through and extend my lines, showing where everything is. Obviously going to have to move this over a little bit. Eyebrow and the nose. Then you're going to make sure the eyes are in half of the head. The face does not include your hair. When you add the head, that includes past your hairline. So up here is the head. Drop down 2 lines. This is where our eyes will go. Then we want to make sure things are 4 eyes wide, making sure it's the correct proportion width-wise. So what you do is you draw 2 little marks and you use your fingers to measurement. Then you will adjust the oval to make sure it's the correct size. This is the way we make sure things are the correct width. Our head is 5 eyes wide, but since our head has form, we lose an eye on the side. That's how we get our ovular shaped head. So you should have half an eye width here. Do the same on this side. And this makes sure our eyes are in the center of our head instead of one side of it being too wide. And then you adjust your drawing. Then the next thing to do is add the details. So I'm going to draw the eye. Eyes are kind of almond shaped, not quite circular. They should have a point. And this is a gesture, so don't worry about details. The nose lines up with the tear ducts. That's the inside of the eye, and the nostrils should be touching the bottom. The bottom here needs to be divided into thirds again. So here is where the lips are. Since there's 6 lines, just count 2. And here's where the top of the chin is. The lips, the part goes on this line. So we usually have a little dip in our lips. So you can include that. Our lips are kind of like a squished heart. And then the top of the chin goes here. Usually a shadow is cast. Then we can add our eyebrows that are up here. underneath the line because that's where the top goes. Otherwise it looks like your eyebrows are really tall. Ears are a little bit more complicated. They start at the eye line, they go up to the eyebrow line, and then they attach right here. If you've got lobed ears like I do, which means it's attached here, but it hangs down a little bit, that means it would go past this line. Then here, this is what attached ears would look like. If you are confused at what type of ear you have, let me know and I can check it out. But attached ears don't drop down, it would go straight. And then they still have the same details. Don't worry about details because that'll be transferred over. On the head, your hair has more distance. So what you would do is you have a part, and then you have a little bit more height added to the head because of the hair, depending on how thick your hair is. Bangs drop below here, and then your sideburns are close to your ear. The neck is attached by the ear, so think about it, our neck goes in, but you don't want to make it too thin. Otherwise the head will look like it's floating. If you don't include a neck, it looks really awkward. And then shoulders will go down here. This is a gesture. It doesn't need to be perfect, but you can kind of practice drawing what a person would look like. If you'd like to, when you do eyes, you got to make sure there's skin here because our eyes are inside of the hole in our head. So you have to include this little tear duct here and the skin here. Then you have your color of your eye, which is a round spot, and then here is your iris. That's where you see. If you add those details, it makes your person look a little bit less creepy. This is not our final drawing. What we're going to do is darken these lines, and then we're going to put our final paper on top of it, and then we're going to cut it out.